first year experience is the starting point for the liberal arts. It's the idea that students take a class that is writing intensive, discussion based, and it's interdisciplinary. So and we really focus on the interdisciplinary part because we want students to embrace the idea of the liberal arts from the first day they get here. Having really bright students who come to Albion who've had great experiences, but the one experience they haven't had is college yet. And so we want to help them make that transition to college, and we do that by having these seminars, which are the cornerstone of the first year experience program. One of the things that we hope that students will gain through this experience with seminars is that they will open up to new ideas and new experiences by taking a seminar that might be outside of an area or experience that they've had previously, might be outside of their comfort zone, and so they have an opportunity to open up and see some things maybe in a different way they've never looked at before.
Seminars are important to really get you adjusted to college. They're very helpful in letting you meet people and getting adjusted to the way college is and the way you have to study and get into work habits.
It gives them the chance to take what they learn in the classroom out into the real world, and that's something that at bigger schools and stuff that doesn't always happen.
I think they kind of give freshmen at least kind of something to branch off of for like the rest of their classes. I know a lot of the people in my class didn't speak French, but it gave them a new perspective on a lot of things and a ginormous opportunity to actually leave the country and go kind of study what we've been doing.
I thought it was just good to like adjust to college life, and I also got to meet like a bunch of other freshmen too that I probably normally wouldn't talk to.
It prepared me for my time here because there were a lot of things I did not know coming from Pakistan, from a completely different educational environment, and then coming here, so that prepared me very well.
We had to go to the Smithsonian. We got like behind the scenes. We had to look at meteorites, asteroids, pieces of the moon, pieces of Mars, and we had to go behind the scenes at NASA and talk to one of the directors.
We did a lot of things in class, but it's different being in that place and then looking at it and then saying, oh, it actually happened. My job was to report on the Arlington Cemetery. I read all about it, but being in the cemetery was a completely different experience. Watching the changing of the guard ceremony, I mean, I wrote 5 pages about it, but it wasn't the same as being in there. We went to the Holocaust Museum, and I was really excited about that. I come from a town which has been constantly in wars and fights and all the time. So we have been going through genocides and ethnic cleansing and everything. So going to that museum, it was a big deal for me. Going through all of that, looking at all those things, and then like telling myself there's hope. Life's gonna get better. There are things that are going to change.
I didn't speak one word of English the whole time, and it was so nerve-wracking at the beginning, but it was really awesome because within that 1 week, I could easily tell how much better my French was.
It was really cool going on this trip as a freshman. I never expected to travel really while I was in college.
We learned about the culture a lot in class, but it was totally different being able to experience it, and it helps me appreciate different cultures a lot more. And it was still academic, but it was also more of a life-changing experience.
This FYE helped me realize that although I've been interested in science my whole life, geology is definitely something that I'm extremely interested in and interested in learning more about. But then coming here, I've had an opportunity to talk more about specific careers and jobs that are available in the field later on.
There were a lot of people donating to the college for students for scholarships, and that actually helped me a lot being able to pay for this. Just being able to say that I'm at Albion and was able to study abroad my first year is kind of crazy. I didn't think that I'd be able to have access to opportunities like that. I was able to get the experience firsthand being so young, and it was really awesome.
Without the donors, we would never have been able to go on the trip. There was a lot of learning on the trip, so that went along with the class, and that was really interesting seeing it in a different aspect than just in the classroom.
We just got to learn a bunch of stuff we would not have been able to learn here. Most people would just be like, oh, they just want to go to DC to mess around, not to learn or anything. But they made it possible for us to go and then also learn and still have a good time. So I guess we're all just like kind of thankful for that.
And it was kind of sad because some of our classmates didn't go because some of them couldn't afford to go. But if you have the opportunity to go to them, you should just go, because going on your own or going with a high school class is a lot different than going with a seminar class.
I thought it was really awesome that the college helped pay for some of the trips, so it made it easier for everybody to come, and that we were all able to come here and connect further as a classroom.
Because I'm a triplet and with a single mom, and we're obviously all going to school at the same time, so I mean, without these donors, I don't really know if I'd be able to go on this trip. I can't even begin to thank them for the opportunity, because I wouldn't have had this opportunity if I didn't receive their donations.